Have you ever found yourself watching others and trying to figure out how they became an overnight success? Why do others seem to have all the luck in the world while you're grinding it out day after day and not making the progress that you would like? Today, I'm going to share a crucial insight from my own journey and from those that I've coached. Real success is a marathon and not a sprint. In this episode, we'll dive into why the allure of the quick fix is misleading and how embracing the long haul can lead to true sustainable success. If you've been struggling to feel that sense of fulfillment that we're all seeking at the end of each day, my brand new 5-minute daily planning continuous improvement checklist may be the exact thing you need. It's been specifically designed to help you identify what's most important to you, not just from a work perspective, and to start moving the needle across the board each and every day. If this sounds interesting, simply let me know and I'll shoot through a completely free copy, no strings attached. Hello and welcome back to the From Zero to Marketing Hero podcast. My name's Paul Heron. I'm a life coach and entrepreneur who recently decided this is the year that I am going to finally get my head around marketing. I've made a commitment to show up each and every day for the next 12 months, posting a podcast episode every single day to not only document my journey, but to shine a light on the highs and the lows and everything in between along the way. So without any further ado, let's get into today's episode. So I think the best place to start is to have a little bit of a think about why we are drawn into the idea of the quick fix. Whether it's dreaming about winning the lottery or finding that magic bullet for our business success, the fantasy of achieving great results with as little effort as possible is enticing. There's no doubt about it. The trouble we have is how realistic it is to be that lucky that the few small actions that we intend taking are going to just explode into the huge results that we're looking for. And I think we're all a little bit susceptible to this. I know personally, I have fallen for the quick promises that are marketed to me each and every day. Early on in my coaching career, I was getting bombarded by, these promises to get your first 5 clients in the next 30 days. And the one thing I have learned through this whole journey is that if we're lucky, there may be a heap of information that's provided by these offers. But the secret that's missing is the implementation and the embodiment of this stuff. We simply cannot learn our way through to being the master at anything. One of the things that I have noticed is even from an outsider's perspective, looking in at someone else's business, for example, it can be quite easy for us to look in at what we see from the outside looking in at someone else's business, see the success that they have been able to achieve, and start making assumptions that it has come much easier to them than the efforts that we're putting into our own business and our own success, for example. One thing that I have come to learn is that we just don't see what goes on in the background for most of these overnight successes that we are watching. There are many examples of entrepreneurs putting 5-10 years into trying to figure some of this stuff out before an idea finally takes off for them. And while it may look like it has been a rapid rise to fame or to success in their businesses, it's most likely that it has been an element of putting in the hard work, showing up and putting the reps in every single day, learning from experience, and finally figuring out their own recipe for success and building some momentum. I think it's an element of always believing or thinking that the grass is always greener on the other side, but we just don't know the efforts that have gone in to create that experience. And I think this is a really interesting thing just to become aware of and to keep in the back of our mind. And maybe there are the overnight successes that have genuinely had massive success with their first few attempts at putting an offer together, selling a product, whatever it might be. They might be the genuine overnight successes. But in my experience and from what I've seen, they are as rare as the lotto winners. And we've all heard how astronomically high the odds of winning the lotto are. We literally could be playing the lotto our whole lives, and probability tells us we're most likely never going to win. Now, before we get on to the solution or the alternative to succumbing to these quick fix offers, I just want to quickly touch on the outcomes or the longer term outcomes if we do strike it lucky. If we win the lotto or we have an unexpected level of success in a business adventure that just could not have been predicted. One of the biggest challenges we have is finding ways to be able to replicate that success. If we haven't gone through the process of developing ourselves, our products, our offers, our understanding of who our ideal clients are, if we haven't gone through the process of putting the work in to figure this stuff out, it is going to be really difficult for us to be able to replicate that success. Now, I'm not saying there is no chance that we're going to absolutely hit it out the park with our business adventures. I hope I do at some level, and I hope all of you guys do. But I think we just need to be realistic about the chances of these things happening. And I think using the lotto example, I think is a fantastic way to look at it in some ways. If it happens, fantastic, but it is very much just icing on the cake. So I guess this brings us to the solution or the alternative. And I think as I've been touching on there, I think the alternative really comes back to us taking responsibility for our own success. We need to be working smarter. We need to be committed to continuous learning and improvement. And we need to build resilience and knowledge through regularly and consistently showing up and doing the things that are going to move that needle forward. If we can get to a place where we trust ourselves to be able to go through that cycle of action, reflection, of development, using the lessons we're being able to take, and then deciding the next step, if we can build momentum through continuously following that process until we hit our results, the results will look after themselves in time. Every single piece of feedback is an opportunity for us to develop and get better at what we're doing. And along the way, yes, we absolutely may hit one completely out of the ballpark, or we may win the lotto. But I think really turning our focus onto what is much more likely to bring us the success we're looking for is regularly and consistently showing up and doing the work. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope that has made you think a little bit about how these marketers do target our desire for that quick fix, and how just simply becoming aware that it is our responsibility to show up and do what we know is the right thing to be doing. If we can get that done day after day, build that resilience and consistency, and build in a continuous improvement mindset into everything we do, we will be on the right track. If you're feeling these pressures, remember my 5-minute daily planning continuous improvement checklist has been specifically designed for you. It's simple but effective and can really transform your day and help you identify what's most important and get you moving that needle forward every single day. As I say, it's completely free. All you need to do is reach out and let me know, and I will shoot it straight through. Absolutely no strings attached. The best place to make contact is to head over to my website, paulheronlifecoaching.com. There's also links to my Messenger and Instagram DM down below in the show notes. So reach out, let me know, and it's all yours. Finally, if you're enjoying the show, please take a moment and hit that subscribe button. It really goes a long way in helping share the show with a wider audience. And until tomorrow, I hope you have a fantastic day today. Bye for now.